Catherine. I really appreciate you seeing me in.
No worries. Tell me why you're doing this.
Well, I'm trying to show the health benefits of a whole food plant-based diet, and also raising money for the orangutan project, and also for motor neuron disease.
Well, I think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing. I mean, 4,000 kilometres, you're obviously a prime example of how a whole food diet works. Of course, I don't think I'd ever be able to do it, but you know, well done.
I'll convert you.
I'm sure you might. But you know, it's a real achievement, so you should be very proud. And I know that you are actually fundraising for motor neuron disease association, so we've decided to actually donate $500 to the cause.
Fantastic.
And so here's a little note saying that's what we're going to do, and
Thank you.
we'll pop it in the bank account.
Very nice of you. Much appreciated.
No worries.
Thank you.
Welcome to Darwin.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed
it.
The
Is so good to be here. At last.
No, thank you.
And in particular to meet you.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. And say hello to, you know, the mayor of, was it Bendigo?
Bendigo.
Lisa Chester's.
No.
Oh, no, sorry. Oops.
The mayor of Bendigo. Of course, we'll remember his name. Well.
Right. Yeah. Well, of course, Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Robert Dole, has just had a baby, so well, his wife just had a baby, so that's all happening down in Victoria.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations.
Thank you, and I'm going to save at the moment and go around Darwin and just look at the sites.
Well, I think you'll find, in fact, if you feel like getting on your bike, there's some great bike rides in Darwin. In Darwin is actually the city with the highest per capita usage of bike.
Is that right?
I know, how funny is that?
That's amazing. And so you've got lots of bike tracks?
No, we just got a lot of people who want to ride bikes.
Right.
No, we do have some exceptional bicycle tracks, you know, beautifully well paid. They're mostly shared paths along our foreshores and within our parks and so forth. So lots of people, and the weather is perfect for bike riding for a lot of the time.
You've sold me. I'm moving up to Darwin.
Oh, great. bring your whole food.
Hey, Paul, that means that, Paul, if you move to Darwin, that means that you're going to be moving away from Bendigo.
No, I'll move Bendigo as well.
Bendigo and Darwin have a great common history with the goldfields and the Chinese migration, and I'm sure it's Bendigo. Is it Bendigo that has the Chinese museum?
The dragon as well?
Yeah, and the dragon?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Our line dancers from up here go to Bendigo and perform down there at the same time. I think you have a festival sometime.
Easter.
Easter.
It's
just happened. Yeah.
Oh, we might not have gone this year, but
okay.
we certainly have gone for years before.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so there's a connection.
Real connection, yeah.
Well, Sun Lung is the longest imperial dragon in the southern hemisphere. The dragon they bring out at Easter time, and you know.
Yeah, well, we have a dragon, but it's I think against some of them, a baby dragon.
Yeah.
I think we only need 12 people to dance.
Right.
So, but our line dances are amazing too. They're all over town over Chinese New Year. Everybody gets blessed. It doesn't matter what nationality you are. You don't have to be a Chinese retailer. You just have to be willing to put your red packet out.
Well,
thank you.
We're obviously very impressed this end, Paul. We've been following you on your 25-day, 4,000-kilometre journey, all on a whole foods plant-based diet. We're very impressed. I think some of us have been that impressed. We've been on the same diet as you've been riding up through Victoria, South Australia and Northern Territory. I guess my one big quick question is, it can be to you or Katrina, was it your secret weapon? Was the whole foods plant-based diet a secret weapon of yours to keep you going for 25 days straight?
I think it was because I recovered very, very quickly each night. I had no soreness, no pains in the muscles at all. So it really sustained me very well.
Yeah, that's good news.
In the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
We took it with us.
Okay.
We
There's only so many bunya nuts you can eat, I can imagine.
we stocked up in Port Augusta.
Uh-huh.
We then had to wait until Alice Springs to stock up again. And then we had to wait until Catherine to stock up again.
Yes, absolutely. Catherine has a great market garden culture.
Oh, didn't know.
Lots of fresh food, lots of Asian vegetables.
But there was nothing in between.
there are a lot of things in between Katherine and Alice Springs, but maybe not wholesale of foods for those whole foods.
That's true.
And I guess, sorry to interrupt there, but Paul and Katrina, I guess having the opportunity, Paul, to meet someone on the level of Katrina, if you were to give her one quick tip or one small thing that you would like to see happen as a result of you riding from, Melbourne to Darwin, you talked about stopping into these truck stations and really there was nothing available for you along that journey. Is that something that you'd like to see maybe added to the agenda of a council meeting?
Yeah, I'd like to see the Indigenous population eating better, because there is no doubt they're dying far too young, and it is preventable at the young age that they're dying. So that's something I'd really like to be part of in terms of helping to change that. And there was one person, William, an Aboriginal elder further south, that we're going to drop in and see on the way back, and he's very keen to talk to us about just that.
That's great news. I know that Katrina mainly looks after the Darwin area. Katrina, in terms of whole foods and that sort of style of living, is there anything happening in Darwin other than down in Katherine and the marketplace?
Oh, absolutely. The city of Darwin has a whole bunch of market gardens. We're surrounded by farms and market gardens and so forth. It's actually, part of the whole food bowl theory about North Australia, is that we have the capacity to provide a lot of foods. We're very lucky. We have a lot of Asian greens and Asian fruits and vegetables. So it's a very different type of diet, of course, but still it can be quite healthy. And of course, you can always go out into the ocean and put your line in and get yourself a fresh fish, which is a barra. So there's a whole bunch of fresh food options here in Darwin and in the Northern Territory. And there is a movement around the communities of trying to encourage people to have better diets. The community stores are all expected to carry fresh fruit and vegetables and so forth. The school canteens, all the school canteens in the Northern Territory are expected to have healthy options, and in fact they're not allowed to now provide unhealthy options. So that's all you get to do. So a lot of the food, like the lunch programs, I took Nick Dodson to a school when he was Australian a few years ago, and we were just implementing the healthy foods program into the schools, and we went and there was a group of ladies and they were making up the morning tea for the kids. It's an Indigenous food project, and they were really upset because they were no longer going to be able to do white bread and tomato sauce sandwiches for the kids, and they had to go to whole grain bread and healthy salads and stuff like that. And they said, the kids are just not going to eat it. What are we going to do? I said, if they're hungry, they'll eat it.
Yeah, they certainly will. Yeah, they'll appreciate late in life.
Eventually, yes. But, yeah, white bread and tomato sauce. That was the sandwich of choice.
Okay, well, we're streaming live on Hangouts. I'm sure the both of you would like to spend a little bit of time away from the public spotlight. But before we let you go, Paul, we've got a couple of people in the room just to give you that quick little congratulations. I'll start off first by saying it's been a privilege and an honour to meet you and be fast-tracked into the way you live your life. 6 months ago, I discovered that, eating well was going to be a part of my life, but I'd never really taken that first step. And I can guarantee you that you were the one that inspired me to eat better and become better in that side of my life. And of the 25 days, Paul, I managed to do 23 and a half, which was a very big move. I need to be very honest with you. When I went to Club Moala and they had an all-you-could-eat buffet, Chinese buffet, it just got me at the final line there, mate. But I stayed away from the sweets. I pretty much, I just went a bit silly one night, but I'm proud of myself, and I'm certainly got you to thank for that, and I feel fantastic. I've got a 60-kilometre run this weekend down at Wilson's Promontory, and I'm ready to take that on.
I look forward to hearing when you finish.
And we've got Karen.
Yeah, Paul, I just wanted to say congratulations. And, you know, as someone that I work, you know how I work with change makers, and the whole point about Make a Change Australia is to have people that have committed and passionate to something that they want to make a difference in the community, support them in any way to have them do that. And you are like this amazing change maker that's such an inspiration to others. And I just wanted to in particular say day 21, when you shared that you actually didn't want to get on the bike again, and then you got to the heart of, you know, you were exhausted and there was bad conditions and everything, and you shared openly about, yeah, it was hard. But when you got to the heart of what you're doing and what you're about and what you're committed to and present to, you know, the impact that the causes that you're standing for, what they have to deal with, and what you're doing is nothing compared to that, and you just got on your bike and you kept going, that to me was just so moving and something that I think can inspire so many people that are committed to creating change. So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing so openly and for just keeping on going. And it's just an amazing, you know, it's an amazing achievement. So thanks, Paul, and well done.
Thank you very much, Karen.
And if we could just spend 2 seconds to give someone else a very big thank you. I believe she's standing very close to the camera. Are we able to move around to Michelle, please?
Hello.
Hello. There you are.
Hi.
Congratulations, Michelle, on putting in such an effort. I know that the Orangutan Project certainly thanks you for the exposure you've given them along the way, and I've been watching that, and I'm sure that they're very grateful. Paul, obviously very grateful, but really, to be honest, Michelle, if there's some person that I know in my life that just seems to have a heart of gold, you're right up on the top of the list. You always seem to be so kind and so generous with your time, so thank you for assisting, Paul. And if you wanted to say anything live on air, now's your opportunity.
Oh, I'm flattered. Thank you, Tim. It's really nice of you. And look, I'm happy to help anybody who wants to make a change, you know, for the better of everybody else. And that's where my heart and my passion lies, I suppose. If it's going to benefit the world, then I'm going to help make it happen. So I guess that's why I'm helping Paul, and I help, you know, other things. So I feel privileged to be part of it. I've had an absolute ball. I've learned so much. Paul and I both have learned so much going through this journey, so much more than we anticipated. And I would do it again. Give me a couple. But yeah. What's that, Karen?
Well, Katrina, do you want to do the final send-off, and then and Paul, feel free to finish off the hangout, and we'll call it a day. So fire away, Katrina, and maybe Paul, you can finish us off.
Well, as I've said, I'm very happy that Paul chose to make Darwin the end of this particular journey for him. This is a wonderful town, and I'd encourage anyone who's viewing to come and visit us. But well done.
Thank you very much. And if I could just encourage all the followers to perhaps now donate to the Orangutan Project and also motor neurone disease. I put the effort in. Michelle supported me. Just a few dollars. Go to peddlinghealth.com, and that'll be really appreciated.
Yes.
No problem at all, Paul. Well, we've got the links to the motor neurone disease and the Orangutan projects on your website. So, all right. Well, this is Bendigo signing off after 25 days of watching a legend showing us his stuff. On behalf of design experts, Make a Change, and also Superview, we salute you, Paul, and catch you all later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Pleasure.
Really.